Hi everyone, this is Nikki Rowland, and today I have a layout for a challenge I'm playing along with over at Mind the Scrap. Mind the Scrap do fabulous Cybercrops every 3 months or so, and I always really enjoy the challenges and enjoy playing along with them. So I always buy myself a ticket and head over there and have a full-on weekend of crazy scrapbooking. So yeah, this is one of the challenges, and the challenge is about mums. So I have a photo of me, I'm a mum, with my one of my boys, and I've chosen to use a cut file that says Mum Life. We also had a poster to be inspired by, so I have been inspired by that. It had a pink background, so I've got a pink background on my layout, and it had this title in a box, and so I've done that with the white there, and the title, my title, is going to go on top of that white box. I've stitched around the edge of that white box. I've also stitched around the edge of my layout. Now my layout has a pink background, I've distressed the edges, and I've stuck it onto a piece of white card, and so I've then sewn around with machine stitching around the border. The Mum Life cut file is by Virginia Walker from Confessions of a Paper Addict, and you can find it in her Etsy store. I have cut it in pink. I've backed it in white with a subtle pattern on, and then the little elements that are around the edges of the cut file, so the coffee cup, the alarm clock, the face mask, or eye mask, it's not really a face mask. Face masks mean different things these days, right? And a wine bottle. I have backed those in a darker pink pattern paper so that they stand out much better. Okay, so I have my title in place, and my photo is just going to tuck in over on the right hand side, and I wanted to for this challenge I wanted to sum up life as a mum. Now, life as a mum in my house, I have a 9-year-old who's fine, a 7-year-old who's a challenge, and then I have a 2-year-old who's completely crazy. So my life as a mum at the moment is a bit mad, very busy, continuous chaos. So I wanted to capture that. I mean, I love it, but it's hard going sometimes. But I kept seeing all these funny memes on Facebook and online, and I thought what I would do is I would pick out a few of my favourites and I would write them out, and I would put those as my journaling on my Mum Life scrapbook page. So one of them says, cleaning with the kids in the house is like brushing your teeth with Oreos or while eating Oreos. Yeah, I can feel that. My house is a tip at the moment. Nighttime mum, tomorrow I am going to get up before the kids, clean the house and go for a run. Morning mum, ha ha ha, nope. Then there's another one that says, you're not the boss of me. I whisper to myself as I make 3 different meals for my children. That's definitely us. I'm a mum. My hobbies include neglecting myself, repeating myself over and over, daydreaming about bedtime, constantly picking up cushions, and never peeing by myself. Those are all very relevant in my house. And then another one, the last one is, a toddler can do more in 1 unsupervised minute than most people can do all day. And how true is that? You know, there's a toilet roll shortage at the moment. Well, it's not so bad this time round, but there has been. What do I find in my playroom today? After 1 unsupervised minute, my 2-year-old has managed to find a whole pack of toilet rolls and has ripped them all open, unrolled them to quite a large extent. There's like 9 of them as well. It wasn't like it was 1, it was like 9 of them. So anyway, that was, today's drama. And things like that happen every day. That's what's funny. So I thought I'd write out these memes and I would use those as journaling. So I've written them on little white cards. I just cut white card and I wrote them out in handwriting. I had a few more, but I can't really fit on more than that and have it look nice. So I decided just to pick out my 5 favourites. To the right of my photo I have a little frame. I've then mounted my little journaling cards onto onto a pinky coloured card, and I've stitched around the edges of all of those cards as well. So I have got some more stitching there that goes well with the title. I've then angled them on the page and got them kind of cascading down the right hand side. I really struggled to arrange them in a way that I liked, so I eventually went with the bottom three. I went with them being on the same angle as the title, and then the other one on the right under the photo is the same angle as the photo, and then the top one is the same angle as the title again. So I had to play around with it. I'm still not 100% happy with it, but it is what it is, and I'm going to go with it. So I just wanted to add a few embellishments. I wanted to add arrows or something pointing at each of the meme boxes. So I've done that with some chipboard stickers. All of these supplies I'm using today are from my most recent Hip Kit Club kits. Just adding in some more chipboard. At the top I've got "Our hearts are so full of love," so that is true. I do really love them, even though life is crazy. I've also added in some other little label stickers that say "Important stuff," "Living in the moment," "Observations from today," and "Good stuff." Right now I'm just going around the red pieces or the pink pieces on the cut file with a grey pen just to make them stand out a little bit more. I've added some embellishments, 2 houses, because we spend a lot of time at home at the moment. A pair of scissors because, you know, I'm crafty, and a cupcake embellishment too. I'm now just going to add a bow to the middle arrow. The bow itself, I don't trust my adhesive to hold these together. It's one of those ones that you have to assemble yourself, but I don't trust my adhesive to hold that together. So what I've done is just wrapped some silver twine or thread around the middle of the bow many times and tied it in place, and that way hopefully it will not come undone at a later date. Okay, so just adding in some twiddles of silver thread. I'm going to add one over on the right hand side, and then add another one over on the left hand side. So I use a We Are Memory Keepers thread. It's oiled thread, so it leaves a bit of a grease mark on your fingers, but it behaves itself, as in it's not like out of control like embroidery thread. It wraps nicely and forms nice circles, so that's why I tend to use that one. Just adding some sequins. So I wanted to add a scattering of sequins on the left and a scattering of sequins on the right, so I've just picked out some Spiegelmom Scraps sequins there and just scattered those around. This one's called Freezing in Season of Freezing or something like that. I can't remember the name of it exactly. I might still have it next to me. No, I can't find it. Freezing for a Reason or something like that. It's a lovely pink mix, pink and white. It's lovely. Just wrote the date up on the top there, and finally just coming back in with some Bramble Fox hearts. Now these are the Valentine's hearts available from the Bramble Fox shop. They're really lovely, a whole set of gorgeous little hearts, different colours. I picked out the pink ones in frosted pink and flat pink, and I've just positioned a few of those all over my layout. So some at the bottom, some in the clusters, and one right at the top. And that's me done. So thank you very much for watching along. Check out the Mind the Scrap Cybercrops. They're really awesome. And yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this layout. I definitely enjoyed making it. It was fun. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. That was Niki Rowland with a Mind the Scrap Cybercrop challenge.